Alright, so Brooklyn T Guy is a character that I really love, and I'm sure that this is no surprise to anybody considering the way I've talked about him before in my other videos, and well, the stuff I say about him on Twitter and whatnot. And in all honesty, I just kind of wanted to make a video just so I could, talk about him, because I just really want to talk about him. Brooklyn Guy is a very important character to me, and you know what? I don't think I could ever dislike him if I'm being completely honest. And also, before this video starts, I know there's gonna be people in the comments going, but did you know Brooklyn T Guy is just an SML character? It's not that deep, bro. And to that I say, shut your ass, I don't give a shit. Anyways, let's get into it.
Damn, Daniel!
Where do I start with Brooklyn? Well, for starters, in more modern SML, a lot of people just call him Filler Guy, and they get annoyed with him because he either tells his stories, or he's just takes over videos. And I've said this before in one of my previous videos, I don't remember which one it was, but I truly really love Brooklyn Guy. I've always loved him, and I'm not gonna lie, he does not bother me in modern SML. I don't mind his stories, I don't mind his ramblings. He does not bother me. And now maybe that's just because I really like him, but I don't know, I don't think I could ever dislike him because I just like him so much. His filleriness, yeah, it's annoying in some episodes, trust me, I agree, but it's not as bad as other people are saying, at least not to me. And I suppose his stories are a good segue into something I want to talk about, which I find really funny that SML of all things is very good at portraying this, but Brooklyn Guy is neurodivergent. And for all the people that don't know what that means, it means he's well, he has ADHD. I like to headcanon, warning guys, headcanon alert. I like to headcanon that he also has autism because I have autism and I like to project onto characters I like. And well, in terms of his stories, I kind of like them. I have a soft spot for him. You can tell he really likes telling his stories and he likes having them animated to the point where he gets really pissed off if other people get animated stories instead of him because they're his thing.
Hey, what the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Juan?
Well, Juan, did you just do an animation?
See?
Oh, that is it.
What up, Brookie?
Nick, what the fuck?
Oh, Guy, I'm sorry, but you know your boy needed that cash.
Okay, well, screw off.
And to an extent, you can say that's what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing is I'm just rambling and talking about Brooklyn Guy. That's basically what he does in his stories. And as somebody who is neurodivergent, I go on tangents, man. I talk and I ramble. And that's what Brooklyn Guy does. And I'm gonna be so for real when I say, I relate to Brooklyn very hard in a lot of ways. Trust me, there's ways I don't relate to him, but there's a lot of ways that I do. And then other things with Brooklyn is, he has these sensory things that he likes and doesn't like. The one time where he was rubbing his hands on the blinds just because he liked the noise it made. He wanted a weighted blanket for Christmas. I can't remember which video it is, but there was a time where he said he cut the tag off of a shirt or a robe or something because he just didn't like the feeling of it. And this is continual running things with him, right? He's pretty consistent in the stuff that he likes and that he doesn't like and such. And again, SML of all things to be portraying neurodivergency as well as it does, it's really unintentional, but I love it. Brooklyn Guy also has a tendency to stim. For example, he has the iconic Chili's baby back ribs stim.
I want my baby back, Chili's baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce.
He also does things where he makes noises or touches things or whatever. He can't really sit still, in all honesty. And something that I kind of mentioned earlier is how Brooklyn Guy really likes his stories, he really likes them. And it's something that's special to him that he wants to do, he doesn't want other people to do because that's his thing. He's also kind of clingy in terms of Marvin. He's always talking to Marvin, he always wants to hang out with Marvin, be near Marvin. He touches Marvin a lot, by the way. And that is something that I really want to point out because I'm a very touchy lady. In fact, I'm so touchy it's to the point where it kind of annoys people. And I don't mean touchy in a weird way. I mean I'll poke or I'll bother people or something and they'll be hey, could you quit it? And Brooklyn Guy is always touching Marvin. He's always touching his head, touching his shoulder. He's always touching Marvin. And I'm just yo, I do that. Hence why, I relate to him. And then another thing about Marvin is that he really cares about Marvin. Even if they fight or argue or Brooklyn Guy does something stupid at the expense of Marvin, he truly does deeply care about Marvin. And now I know there's people that watch me that, probably just don't ship SML characters or Marvin Guy, which, that's fine. I do as well. I'm not very shy about that. But no, even outside of that, I think it's pretty obvious that, you can tell Brooklyn Guy cares about Marvin, and I really like that. And another personality trait of him that is relatable is that you know, Brooklyn, he's kind of a goofy guy, right? He says some stupid stuff, he does something dumb, he's kind of naive every now and then, and overall, he could be kind of dumb or like, you know, just unaware. But at the same time, he is a respected man, he's a police officer, a doctor, all these things. He is a responsible adult, and one of the things that I've always loved about Brooklyn Guy is that they usually do a pretty good job of balancing out his serious, responsible adult life with like his stupid, silly, goofy life, right? Like he's pretty good at being 50-50 serious and unserious, and that is something that I deeply love about Brooklyn. Because for me, a lot of people would call me really immature because of the stuff I like or the things I do or the way I behave online or just like when I'm on my own, right? But even outside of that, I still function normally. I have a job, I have a car, I do all these other things. I'm just kind of a goofy weirdo. Oh, that sounded really millennial, I'm sorry. But no, I'm like this weird little specimen, right? But at the same time, I'm still a responsible adult. And I mean, one of the more obvious things about him is that he's just really funny. I love how funny he is. The way he says things, the way they come off, he is hilarious. Especially more towards like the apartment era. Oh my gosh, I'll watch videos from the apartment era and I will just like laugh at so much stuff that he says. He's so funny.
Huh.
What?
Look at that.
Oh, no, I'm not kissing you.
I mean, you do need this Thomas, right?
There's also how Brooklyn has all his jobs and whatnot, too, where since he can do pretty much any job or anything that's really required of him, you can put him in a lot of different settings for like a lot of different things, and he can be put in there pretty well. Whether he's a doctor, firefighter, chef, lawyer, whatever you want to throw him in, he can usually make that pretty funny. I think in most situations he's in, he can always make it entertaining. Also, this is kind of like not super important, I guess. I don't really know what to classify this, and this more is on, you know, Pablo, like the guy that plays him, but like, I really just like Brooklyn Guy's voice. I love the way he sounds. He is such a nice voice to listen to, and I just love hearing him talk, if I'm being honest. The way he says things and like his deliveries are fantastic. Like, I have a few like vocal stems that I've picked up from Brooklyn, just either the way he pronounces something or just like the way he says it. I don't know. I cannot get over Brooklyn Guy's voice.
You have diabetes.
Wait,
oh well. You have so much diabetes.
Wait.
You are filled to the brim with diabetes.
But he doesn't show signs of diabetes.
No, he doesn't, because his body has somehow built up an immunity to diabetes for all the diabetes he has.
Also, are we not going to talk about the fact that Brooklyn Guy didn't have one, but two insane serial killer brothers? Like, what? And speaking of his brothers, his family, like the videos with Brooklyn Guy with his family are hilarious. I love those ones. And also in like one of my videos I said I hated Jonathan. I kind of lied. I actually kind of like Jonathan now. But no, like the videos where Brooklyn Guy is with his family or with Jonathan or whatever, it is so funny. I love them. Like the one funeral one and the Thanksgiving episode are hilarious. The entire Guy family is just fun to watch. Well, I think this is where I'm gonna end it. I'm just kind of rambling as I go. I did not write any of this down. As you could probably tell, I did not write none of that down. And also, like I said earlier, I know people are gonna be like, oh, it's just SML. It's not that deep, bruh. And like, listen, I get it. But even at the same time, SML does have its continual lore and like, you know, it's not entirely just like random meaningless videos, right? And even so, why does it matter if somebody decides to take something stupid seriously? Like, I never really understood that, because like, yeah, SML is mostly like episodic, it's stupid, there's not a lot going on, but you know, there is plot and lore to SML. And I don't think there's anything like wrong with like focusing on that or taking that seriously or like, you know, wanting to have like set things in the universe, right? In fact, I would say that I really love that. Like, not even just with SML, but like where people take like small plot points or like whatever is in a show and just like goes with it and turns it into something serious. I really love that. So I don't care that it's SML or how stupid it is. I'm still gonna love it as much as I do. Like, I've been watching SML for a good 11 years at this point. SML is something that is very special and I care so deeply about it. I don't really care how dumb of a stupid little puppet show it is. I truly care about this piece of media. And I don't think I'll ever stop loving it. I really care about SML. It is something that's so important to me. Anyways, I'm out of here. And don't forget, Brooklyn is my Pookie, so don't say nothing bad about him or else I'll track you down.